How many YouTube channels have the doctor in front of their name? What is the point of that? Do you think that they're going to die if you don't refer to them as doctor?
Hey folks, Dr. Mike is retelling. Hey folks, Dr. Mike here. Dr. Mike here.
That every single person I've met in my entire life who asked to be called and referred to as doctor was an unsufferable, smug idiot across the board 100% of the time.
Why are we deloading at all? So the reason we are deloading, the most important by far, is that we have accumulated fatigue over the last several number of weeks of training, usually 4 to 8 weeks if you're training hard enough and progressing. You will accumulate so much fatigue that your training is no longer maximally productive or anywhere close or not productive at all. That's the thing. Fatigue accumulates, period. If you're training hard enough and every now and again, you have to let it go. Eventually, fatigue accumulates and you have to bring it down somehow.
And I consider deloads to be suboptimal for bodybuilding. Deloads don't promote quality tonnage. Quite the opposite. They promote junk volume. But at the end of the day, even a muscle that was trashed to the max will be fresh again in 4 to 5 days. Meaning that this entire idea that the entire body will require the week off is in reality outdated. Regarding what cheating is, because a lot of people, interestingly enough, have a dogmatic view of cheating. These are the same people that usually resist cheat reps and they only want you to do strict stuff.
And I'm here with a very important message. Cheat reps are stupid. No, seriously, they are.
But when they finally accept the fact that cheating might potentially help with muscle size, they still apply their dogmatism to the lift and they try to standardize it and apply rules to it.
Now, I can think of at least 4 reasons for cheating that make some amount of sense.
If you want to activate the bicep, it is first and foremost to keep the elbows tucked to your side. You don't want them to flare out and you don't want them to raise. That's a big point. So when you do the curl, they stay at the side. What you don't want to be doing is this. Okay? That is not a curl. That is something completely different. It can be called a power curl. It can be called a front raise curl. This involves a lot of shoulder.
It actually involves some shoulder flexion. Your elbows end up moving up and you move the curl all the way up to your face. People say like, wait, but you're using front delts. The thing is, the biceps are a shoulder flexor. They are involved in the movement of pushing your elbows forward, so it's totally fine to use them there as well.